Hey everyone, my name is Josh Kroenke. Yeah, just like the owner of the Denver Nuggets. But I'm not into basketball or management, and I'm definitely not a billionaire. What I do know is cars, and that's exactly what I talk about on this channel. Alright, enough with the intro. Let's get into today's topic.
Updated, April 21st, 2022, 15:57 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Published, April 19th, 2022, 10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. When it comes to car maintenance, it's hard to know which tips to follow and which ones to ignore. It seems that everyone has a special trick or tip. Furthermore, it seems that everyone who is willing to give their advice is quite determined to think that their way is the only right way to do things. So, if you're taking your first steps in maintaining your own vehicle, it can be a bit of a bumpy road. Here are 5 common car maintenance myths to help you get started. 1. You don't need to change your oil every 3,000 miles. Oil changes are one of the most important things to keep up with in your vehicle. Without proper oil changes, engines can fill up with sludge. Ultimately, lack of oil changes will destroy your engine. However, the idea that car owners should change their oil every 3,000 miles is outdated. Modern engine and oil developments have substantially extended the life of an oil change. Check with your vehicle manufacturer for recommended oil change intervals. You will probably find that they recommend between 5,000 and 7,500 miles on vehicles 15 years old or newer. In addition, some manufacturers recommend intervals of up to 10,000 miles. Finally, with some synthetic oils developed explicitly for longevity, you may not have to change your oil until after 15,000 miles. 2. Car batteries don't necessarily last 5 years. According to AAA, 42% of Americans surveyed think a car battery lasts about 5 years. However, on the contrary, AAA states that 5 years is the upper limit of vehicle battery life. Driving habits and climate play an important role in the longevity of a car battery. AAA responded to 2.1 million battery-related calls last year and expect the numbers to increase this summer. If your car battery is 3 years old or older, have it tested. Most auto parts stores offer free battery testing and charging. So it only makes sense to be sure your battery is ready to go, so you don't get stranded. 3. Maintenance must be performed at the dealer to preserve the warranty. While having your car manufacturer's dealership perform basic maintenance and service makes it easier to prove that it has been performed. In the event of a warranty claim, it is not a requirement. Therefore, feel free to take your car in for service wherever you wish. However, it is essential to keep track of receipts and service history in case you end up filing a warranty claim. 4. Does the brake fluid need to be changed? Although it's not something that comes to mind when most people think of vehicle maintenance, brake fluid has a useful life. According to AAA, brake fluid attracts and absorbs water. Therefore, water entering the brake system can cause internal erosion of brake pads over time. It is recommended that brake fluid be flushed and refilled every 2 to 3 years. 5. How soon should you replace the tires? Many people think that tires don't need to be replaced until they reach 2/32 inch of tread depth. After all, that is the department in which most tires wear bars are set. However, vehicle owners should consider 2/32 inch as the absolute maximum wear and should replace tires much sooner. AAA found that tire performance deteriorates significantly when a tire's tread reaches 4/32. In wet and slippery conditions, tires 4/32 inch or less struggle to gain traction, which affects both acceleration and braking. Therefore, worn tires require much more space to stop. It is imperative that vehicle owners monitor the tread depth of their tires and replace them immediately. Regardless of where the wear bars are, it is strongly recommended that drivers replace their tires at 4/32. You may be interested in how auto-dimming rearview mirrors work. What is wind buffeting while driving and how can you avoid it? In conclusion, understanding the truth behind these 5 myths of car maintenance can save you time, money, and unnecessary stress. By debunking common misconceptions, you can make more informed decisions about your vehicle's care. Remember, regular maintenance is essential, but it should be based on facts rather than myths. Stay informed, stay proactive, and keep your car running smoothly for years to come. Thank you for watching, and drive safely.